What up, guys? It's the single lesbian, and we're making our second video today. It's really exciting. It's gonna be the About Me tag video, so y'all can get to know me a little bit better. I hope you like my collared shirt. I just got back from church. It's a beautiful Sunday here in LA, and let's get to it. Alright, so our first question of the Get to Know Me tag is, what's your middle name? My middle name is Rayana, not to be confused with Rihanna. Rayana. My parents just I don't know where they really came up with it, but that's my middle name. What is my favorite color? My favorite color is yellow. I'm a huge fan of yellow, and I also really like white. If you can't tell by my white, very pale skin and my white, very white hair. Yeah, white is one of my favorite colors along with yellow. Who was your first best friend? My first best friend was a girl named Camille, and we were best friends since kindergarten. We kind of had a falling out a little bit ago, but we're getting our friendship back on track, and it's a beautiful thing. How tall am I? I am 5'4". Some people think I'm taller, some people think I'm shorter, but I like to just go with around 5'4". Cats or dogs? I'm allergic to cats and dogs, so I know that's probably upsetting a lot of people on the internet today, but I am allergic to both, so I have to stay away from both as much as possible. And if I am around them, I need to be on a heavy dose of allergy medication to not break out in hives. So yeah, that's a sad one. I always wish I had both a cat and a dog, but can't. Funniest moment throughout school. I'm gonna skip that one. How many countries have you visited? Well, I've gone to London and Paris twice. So I've visited 2 countries outside of America. Did you go to college? I did go to college. I went to LSU. Go Tigers. That's in Louisiana for y'all people out there that don't know that. It's an awesome school, awesome football team. Best years of my life. I managed the marching band there. So I'm really tight. Got to button some buttons on the uniforms and make sure everyone had their sheet music, and it was a good time. And I got to travel to a lot of football games around the country. So it was a blast. It was really fun. And I highly recommend anyone going to college or in college to get involved. The most fun you will have in college is getting involved and meeting people and joining something that you resonate with, something that really just makes you happy, because then you're gonna meet other people who also find that thing makes them happy, and it's great. It's a great experience to be involved in something while you're in college. What was your favorite worst subject in high school? Well, I hated math, just because I'm so bad at equations and things like that. So math was definitely trickier for me. And my favorite would be maybe a science lab. So it's not like equations and formulas, it's more experimenting. And I think that's really fun. You know, the volcano where the smoke and lava comes out. That's fun for me. What is your favorite drink? Alcohol. I love a good mojito. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's rum with sugar water, simple syrup, and mint. And it's very good. And if you're under 21, lemonade. I love a good lemonade. Maybe even add a little iced tea, make a little Arnold Palmer. That's what I'm talking about. I don't drink soda though, and I highly recommend that if you drink soda, that you should take it back a notch, because that stuff's It's not the best thing you could be drinking. Switch to lemonade or water. I love my water. I love my water. My favorite animal. I think my favorite animal is probably like a tiger. That was our school mascot at LSU, was a tiger. And I think they're powerful, but they're not like a lion where they're like too powerful. They're like the perfect amount of powerfulness. And also maybe a fox, because they're sly and sneaky, but they're like really cool. I like foxes and tigers. What is my favorite perfume? I like perfume, well, on a girl, I like perfume that is not fruity. I like different smells, but not really like sugary, fruity smells. But I wear some Tom Ford cologne because, I like to give that vibe off like that. Oh yeah. Tea or coffee? I'm gonna have to go with tea. I can't drink coffee. It gives me really bad anxiety and makes my heart beat really fast. So I actually stay away from caffeine for the most part. So even if it is tea I'm drinking, it needs to be decaffeinated tea because I do not mess with caffeine. What would you or have you named your children? If I had a child, if it was a boy, I'd name him Axel. That was my grandfather's name on my dad's side, and I just think that's like a really powerful name, Axel. I really like that. And then if it's a girl, her name would be Stella, because I think that's adorable. I think that's a very adorable name, Stella. What sports have you played? If you couldn't guess, softball. Played softball in high school. Shout out to all you softball players out there. I know there's a lot. I loved playing softball. I wasn't the best. I played outfield and I struck out a lot. But I really loved playing softball and just being with a bunch of girls who also just love to be rough and tough and play a sport that's not just like a sport it's not contact, but there's definitely a roughness to it, and there's power, and it's a fun sport. It really is. If anyone's thinking about trying out for softball in their high school or whatever, go for it. It's really fun. It's a great sport. What is your favorite book? I'm reading a book right now that I am in love with. I'm getting it. You Are a Badass. This book is awesome. Anyone should read this book. This book is so inspirational, and it's a really great read, and the amount of power you're gonna feel after you read this is just gonna blow your mind. So I'm a little bit, almost basically at the halfway mark. Yeah, I can't put it down. I love it. I just started it a few days ago, and I get it. It's everywhere. Just get it. It's a New York Times bestseller. I can't say enough about this book. Get this book. How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want to read this book? Everyone needs to read this book. Read this book. Please, read this book. Anyways. What is your favorite movie? Woo! I'm not really a movie person, to be honest with everyone. And if I do watch movies, I never have really been that's my favorite movie. Yeah, I'll have to think about that one, because I definitely I'm not a movie person really. I'm a reality TV person. I love reality TV. I work in reality TV. I'm a camera operator and a colorist for Big Brother, which I am obsessed with. It is hilarious. So for those of you who've never seen that show, check it out. It starts actually at the end of this month, end of June, I think 28th, something like that. Check it out. It's hilarious. I also love anything that's on Bravo. So good. So good. Love all their shows. The Real Housewives of whatever state, whatever city. Love it. Love Real Housewives. And Vanderpump Rules. So are you single or taken? Well, if the title of my YouTube page wasn't enough for everyone, I am single. Newly single, but I am single. I don't know. It's like one of those things where it's like, I'm glad I'm single now because I'm getting to work on myself and I feel really like empowered now and I feel strength that I've never felt before, but at the same time, like, I do miss my girlfriend, and I think that a lot of people out there would agree that, like, you know, we broke up like a month ago, so it's still pretty fresh, but I'm single. What is your idea of an ideal first date? Well, my first date with my ex-girlfriend was going to a restaurant with very good food and doing shots. So that is an excellent first date. If you're not 21 or over, don't drink alcohol and go on a date and have good food and drink your lemonade or Arnold Palmer. But if you're over 21, it is nice to get a little loose on your first date because it's so nerve-wracking, you know? You don't know really what to talk about. You don't really know what's going on. You have anxiety. You're nervous. Take a little shot. Take a little shot. We ordered our food and I ordered Fireball shots for us right out the gate. Loved it. That's a great first date. Don't meet, if you want it to be a random hookup or whatever, you just want to hang out with someone, like, you can meet at a bar, you can, you know, meet at a party or whatever, meet at a club, but if you actually are willing to date someone and you think that there might be something there, take them on a real first date. Bring them a rose, pick them up, take them to dinner, and go from there. Don't do lame dates that aren't really dates. Take them on a real date. It's nice to be taken on a date. It's really, really awesome. Dates are really cool, and a lot of people don't really do dates anymore, but dates are special. Yeah, I like dates. But I think my ideal date is just dinner and drinks, and then see where the night goes. Yes. How many girlfriends, boyfriends have you had? Well, boyfriends, pretty easy, 0. I've actually never been with a guy before. I just never was attracted to them, and they were always my friends. I grew up, since I was in kindergarten, my closest friends were all guys, and so I never really even looked at them as a romantic partner from the get-go, because they were always just friends. How many girlfriends? I've dated girls before, but this girl who just shattered my heart was my first real relationship. First real relationship that lasted over like 2 months. So that is really exciting. Really exciting. Do you speak any languages, and how well? No, I took Spanish for 6 years, and then I took French for 6 years, and I know no Spanish and I know no French, and I really wish I did. I just, you know, in the moment I just didn't pay attention enough to learn anything. I was just kind of like going through the motions to get a good grade, but I don't actually know how to speak French or Spanish, unfortunately. I wish I did though. Do I have any siblings? Sorry, this video is going like long because I'm trying to like answer the questions as best as I can. Do I have any siblings? I do. I have a 22-year-old brother named Man. He is my best friend in the entire world. He is just the bomb. We're like 18 months apart. We are so close. We grew up together. I grew up dressing him in dresses and painting his fingernails and wearing his clothes. That's what I would do. I'd wear his clothes and I'd dress him up in my dresses. He's a great sport and definitely one of my best friends. Then I have a sister who is 16, just got her driver's license. She is awesome. She is much taller than me. Her name's Lauren, and she is the sweetest girl, like, in the world. She is so sweet and so kind and so nice, and she's looking at colleges right now, so we'll see what she ends up picking in the future, and I'll let you guys know on that. And then a brother who's 8 years old. His name's Beckett, and he's hilarious. He's a baseball player. He's on a league team and a travel team, and he's like obsessed with baseball, and he's so good. He's like amazing. His pitching is amazing. He is a great kid. He is fun-loving. He's so adorable. He's so cool with his fidget spinner and his iPad. You know, just living the cool life. But he's awesome. He's awesome. I'm gonna go take him to get his hair done like my hair, so I'm definitely gonna put up a picture or something so everyone can see what he looks like. Like, he's gonna look like mini me. It's gonna be really adorable. How would I describe my fashion sense? Weird. Just weird. Like, I just wear stuff I like. Like, I don't wear dresses or skirts or anything girly. I basically buy almost all my clothes at the Gap. They're one of the only places where their women's section stuff fit me how I want it to fit. I can't really wear men's clothes because, you know, they don't grab you right, and they kind of like, they're more like straight, when girls, you need a little curve, all right? I like to look like it's straight, but if I put on pants that are straight, you know, I got a little bit of hips. It looks awful. So I wish I could wear guys' clothes because my style's, I'm very much a tomboy, but I can't wear men's clothes. So the Gap and Uniqlo is another great one. They have neutral clothes, so like you can't tell, like this shirt, this is from the Gap, you know, it looks like it could maybe be from a guy's section somewhere, or it could be from a girl's section somewhere. So I like clothes where you can't tell really if it's for guys or girls. What's my favorite restaurant? My favorite restaurant's actually in New York. It's called Carbone. It is the best Italian food you have ever had in your life. If you're lucky enough to go to New York, go to this restaurant and you're gonna have one of the best meals of your life. But if we're talking like fast food or something like that, I'm gonna have to go with good old In-N-Out. That's what a hamburger is all about. Don't forget that. I go with a protein style burger with fries light, and if I'm feeling crazy, I'll get animal style fries, which is like the sauce and grilled onions all on the fries. And cheese, a lot of cheese. It's really good, but I can't do that very often because it gives me stomach aches. What are your favorite TV shows? Well, I already answered that for the movie section, but yeah, Bravo. Any show on Bravo, I am so into, especially Vanderpump Rules. Sir is out here actually in LA, so hit it up if you want to see some of the cast members if they're working. Food, but it's really cute. It's a really cute place. PC or Mac? I'm shooting this on a MacBook, so I guess I'm gonna have to go Mac. What kind of phone do you have? I have an iPhone. Tell us one of your bad habits. Well, lately, I've worn a hat every day of my life. Like, since I was a kid, I wore a hat every single day. The only time I didn't wear a hat was at school because we had uniforms. And so I think one of my bad habits then was wearing a hat because it was my comfort. It was my comfort zone. It was my comfort tool. That's what I used to keep comfortable, and was wearing a hat. And then ever since I bleached my hair white, I put on a hat and I looked bald. I didn't look bald like, oh, she has really short hair. It looked like, because my skin color and my hair color are so similar, it looked awful. So I stopped wearing a hat, which I'm glad, because then I broke that habit and I'm like out of my comfort zone now. But with that being said, my new bad habit is looking in the mirror at myself all the time and fixing my hair. When I wore a hat, I literally never looked in the mirror because the hat doesn't really change. Like, the hat's a hat. But now that I'm wearing my hair, I look in the mirror all the time. And I'm sure a lot of people are really annoyed by that, but you know, I gotta look good. Can't be looking weird. Can't be having my hair look all weird. Gotta have my hair looking good at all times. But no, yeah, that's definitely my my bad habit. All right, that was a lot of questions. If you actually stuck around and watched this whole thing, that is very awesome. And if you didn't, I do not blame you, because this video has been 20 minutes long. That's a really long time to have a YouTube video. But anyways, if you want to watch it, skip through it, do whatever you want. It's going up, and we're having a good time. Happy Sunday, everyone. If you're fortunate enough to be watching this video, you are very fortunate. And don't forget gratitude, not attitude. The more you're grateful for things, the better you're going to feel about yourself. So keep up the gratitude. Keep up the good work. Be who you are. And if you're heartbroken, keep moving forward. It's gonna get better. Time and working on yourself and bettering yourself is going to make it okay. And then guess what? You're gonna find a girl or a guy who makes you completely forget about that old person. And it's gonna be awesome when that happens. Or maybe you'll work on yourself and you'll be so amazing and you're still gonna miss your ex, and then you can get them back. Maybe, I don't know. But as long as you work on yourself and let time go forward and be grateful for things and look at things with a new perspective and like beauty and just enjoy what you have, you're gonna get through it. And let's put one up too. All right, thanks guys. Talk to you later. Have a good week. Monday's tomorrow. Good luck, everyone.